morning, you fantastic people. It's Tuesday morning. It's also Jodie's birthday. So happy birthday to my darling wife. I've got a busy day on because I want to get home as soon as possible. So I'm off to Wolverhampton now. Then we'll see what the rest of today brings. I've also posted some stuff on Facebook that I want to talk to you guys about. Alright, so that's my first call done. Now just got to find out where else I'm going. So I've posted a couple of things on my Facebook page this morning. If you've not been and had a look, I'd stop watching this now and go and have a look. One of them's the first ever video I uploaded on YouTube, which is the introduction to my channel and my what's in the bag. So you need to go and check that out to see the stuff that I'm playing. Nothing's going to change for 2017, I don't think, apart from possibly the removal of one club to go for another, but I'm still in the process of trying to figure that out. So, it's lunchtime now, which is a great time for me to bring up something that I put on Facebook. Now, I had heard rumblings from before I started doing my YouTube channel that some of the golfing manufacturers that do apparel and stuff are looking to branch their apparel market out a bit more. So, you know, instead of having the Pringle, what's this? So instead of having, you know, what people have classed as the old sort of clothing options for golfers in Pringle jumpers, paisley trousers with wingback shoes, potentially bringing hoodies out. So I'm a massive fan of hoodies. You've probably seen in other videos that I've posted when I'm not in my work uniform or my golf gear. I'm normally hoodie, jeans, beanie hat, you know, great stuff like that. So I think hoodies would be a brilliant idea and would probably open golf up to a broader audience, as the clothing wouldn't be so typecast and more people would probably enjoy it. What do you guys think? Do you think hoodies could become mainstream in golf attire, or do you prefer the fact that the golf clothing that's currently on the market makes it a little bit more different, keeps it as an elitist sport? You know, I don't believe golf should be elitist anymore. I think it should be available to everybody. You know, it's time to grow the game and catch up with the times. What do you guys think? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the matter. So, I was on Twitter yesterday. Just let me throw some light on the situation because it's gone a bit dark outside. I was on Twitter yesterday, as I am pretty much every day, doing stuff to do in my vlog and stuff like that. And I came across a post that Mark Crossfield had put online. Now, for those of you that don't know Mark Crossfield, he does club reviews and club testing. He also does course vlogs and a few other bits and bobs like that. Now, I put a video from his channel on my Facebook page, Chris Stevens Golf, because it's well documented I haven't been able to get hold of any products to test for myself. So I thought I'd use Mark's posts, as he's, you know, sort of old hat. He's been doing it since I can remember. The first time I found him online was when I was looking for what's happened here? Something myself, for myself, and found his YouTube page and started following his work from there. Subscribed quite early on. So yeah, I'm a big believer that he has got a lot of good stuff to say. So yeah, I thought I'd put it and then put my views on there. I then found on Twitter from a couple of days ago, and I'll show you the tweet because I can't be bothered to read it. Oh, phone's just gone off. So, is it going to focus on it? I don't think it is. There we go. So, can someone explain what getting a mid-handicap golfer to test equipment would prove? I simply don't get it. Now, that's kind of annoyed me a little bit. Like I said, I emailed him to see if he had any problems with me using his footage or his video on my Facebook page and had no reply. And then explained that obviously I was a 12 handicap golfer and I was struggling to get hold of or get responses from club manufacturers about me potentially testing some clubs from my point of view as a mid-handicapper instead of a pro golfer. Or, sorry, not a professional golfer, a golfing professional, so a teacher. And then 2 days later, that tweet appeared. Now, I've not replied to him on Twitter because I don't want to. I believe he's played a bit of devil's advocate there and tried to get a rise out of the general population and try and use the fact that perhaps not all mid-handicappers have got the benefits of what he's got, of being in good relationships with manufacturers, being having all the gear because he's a pro, so launch monitors, you know, the HMT system, all the fancy camera equipment he uses. People like me and yourselves, if you play golf, haven't really got access to that. But I'm in a very fortunate position where I know Tim at Shrewsbury Golf. I was a member there before Christmas. Sadly, I've had to cancel the membership for financial reasons. But I'm sure if I was to say to him, you know, Tim, hi, I need to come and use one of your bays to do some testing, he'd let me go on a pay-as-you-use sort of thing and go and test it. The golf club I'm a member at, one of the pros there has got a launch monitor. I'm sure he would quite happily do a collaboration and we could test the products together. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to step on Mark's toes. I believe he is fantastic. And what he's also got to remember now is there's more than just him online doing it. So if he pisses off too many of the wrong people, people will just move on. For instance, if Peter Finch was to start doing full-on club reviews like his mate Rick does, I'd start watching Pete because I know Pete used to be affiliated to my home golf club, the Shropshire. So why would I not watch somebody and support somebody that's local to my club? But that's a different story. As for what Mark said about why he doesn't understand it, well, perhaps, yes, you do strike the ball all over the face, but your misses aren't as wide as ours, and at the end of the day, you're a teaching professional. You should be able to strike the ball fairly consistently, otherwise you wouldn't be able to teach. Somebody like me, I've got a fairly decent long game. I can be a bit erratic, you know. I've probably got the latest foreshout in Shropshire, but I'm getting better. I'm not going to try and teach people how to chip and putt because I can't chip. But I think when it comes to missing strikes on the face, a more organic review is from a mid-handicap golfer with the correct equipment to support the review, than potentially a pro going, yeah, you need to do this, go and get custom fit. That's great. But our swings might change daily. I could have, say, for instance, the Callaway GBB Epic for 5 days. and go to the range every day and collect all the data and have a massive amount of data and narrow it down to say 10 good swings and delete the rest of it. Or I could show it all and support the theory of equipment doesn't make you better, lessons do, or practice does. I just believe, I don't believe he's worried about the fact that, you know, he had issues with TaylorMade not sending him equipment, and yet now all these mid-handicap, you know, there's a guy called the Halo Challenge that's getting quite a good rapport with some manufacturers out there, so he's potentially going to be able to get hold of equipment now and test. You know, there's more and more people that are following in Mark's footsteps onto YouTube as golfing videos and all that sort of stuff, and I've seen people saying, I don't want to watch a mid-handicapper, or I don't want to watch a high-handicapper slash it around on YouTube. That's fine. Don't watch the fucking videos. But at the same time, I do believe there is a target audience that would, especially people that are just starting out. You know, we've all been there. But yeah, I just believe that he should potentially embrace it. You know, there could be another area that he could squeeze into, where Rick Shields has tried it in the past, where getting mid-handicapper golfers to test the clubs. Maybe Mark should go down the view of doing more course vlog collabs with, say, some of the you know, the mid to low handicapper golfers. Like, he goes out with Your Golf Travel Rory quite a lot, which is good. I enjoy them videos because it's got somebody in there that I can relate to. You know, Coach Lockie, for as good as what he is, he's still another teaching professional, and he still knocks it around quite well. Watching Rory have a flail about like we all can do, it's quite good and it's quite refreshing. Mark should do more collabs with, whether he does it as competitions or what, I don't know, but I definitely think there is a market out there for it. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to keep badgering club manufacturers and local pros and local pro shops, and even the big golf depots like American Golf and Clubhouse Golf Direct, until I get an answer of a definite yes or no to say that I can come, test, do my reviews. You know, at the end of the day, I don't want to keep the equipment. You know, I don't expect to keep it. I just want to be able to test it, give you guys some information from my point of view. It might help you decide, well, you know, oh, dispersion's a little bit better, or no, it's no. At the end of the day, I still believe that you guys need to go out and test the products for yourselves, but perhaps with having, you know, Mark, Rick Shields, I think there's a guy called Ali Taylor as well that do all the club reviews, that are all teaching professionals, that maybe having their information from a professional point of view, and then having my opinion as a mid-handicap golfer would benefit you guys more when you are making your purchases. Because at the end of the day, these clubs aren't sort of 50, 60 quid a throw. You're talking the new Big Bertha Epic Sub-Zero. It's got a retail price of £440. That is a lot of money to be spending on a golf club. 450 quid to get you a week in Wales for a holiday. Granted, it's Wales, so it'll probably piss it down with rain all week, but you get where I'm going. I spent a lot of money nearly 2 years ago on my current set of clubs. I've got no intention of changing them. I was custom fit for them, and I love them. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to test other stuff, because it might be that while I'm doing the tests, I find something that is better than what I've currently got. What do you guys think? Do you think Mark's onto something and that people such as myself shouldn't test golf clubs because I am a mid-handicapper? Or do you believe that there's some traction in having a broad spectrum of reviewers, from professional golfers up to 36 handicap ladies that have just started playing? Let me know. Post your comments below. Message me on Facebook. My Facebook page is Chris Stevens Golf. Contact me on Twitter at ChrisS1985. Comment on Instagram, Stevens1985. Get involved. Let's get a discussion going. See if we can actually get a definitive answer of what the people watching the YouTube videos would like. So, I've already started editing today's vlog, and I'm going to end it here for today. As I said in the beginning, it's Jodie's birthday, so she will be home shortly with Charlotte. We've got her presents to unwrap. Don't know if you can see them there. So that's Jodie's birthday presents. And then we're off to her sister's for tea. Hopefully I'll get some footage of that for tomorrow's vlog. Don't be surprised though if I don't. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you really enjoyed today's video. I know it's a bit of a long one, but I believe that the stuff needed to be said. Don't forget to check me out on all my other social media platforms. My links are in the description below. And we should return to normal tomorrow. See you later.